What are those?
We wanted to redo the origin of Batman and the Batman mythos as it would have occurred in the society of Aztecs in the world of 1520 Tenochtitlan.
You're bringing this old culture together with this comic book world. The reality of the civilization, which is really fascinating from a writing standpoint. I think it's such an interesting thing to meld these two worlds together in a seamless way.
Developing the entire Batverse as it would occur in 1520 Tenochtitlan. It's a really heavy lift. Juan Mazaleon is the very talented director. He helped me tremendously working together in the room day by day. There's no substitute for it. Obviously, I'm familiar with the Batman origin, but I was very unfamiliar with the Aztec civilization.
I am Moctezuma.
We got ourselves an expert from the University of Mexico, and he was very, very helpful. One of the interesting things that I learned was Aztecs didn't fight at night. So Cortez and the Spaniards had this huge advantage. We just figured that our Batman in this land would then go to someone that would help him fight at night, which is the Aztec bat god Sinican. And so that was a god that did most of his work and play at night. And that he looked scary and had such a great, cool design was just a cherry on top.
I've been to Chichen Itza, I've been to Mexico and seen pyramids and understand the rich history of culture and mathematics, astronomy, which they touch in the film, which is really fascinating.
The colors of the Aztec world, they're bright and they're vibrant and they're really cool. The city itself is an architectural wonder, so far ahead of its time, so defensible. They made it inside of a lake. They flooded the thing, and there's these long causeways, so they could see you coming from far away, an assaulting army, and pull up bridges, and then shoot you full of arrows. The combination of these bright and vibrant colors and the Aztec setting and this Batman-esque story together is something that amazes me.
Perhaps then you need reminding that there's still a mission to complete.
It still honors the traditions and the dynamics of the characters that surround Batman and his ascent to the place of being the hero.
Cortez murdered my father. He spoke of my right to seek revenge.
Cortez is the antagonist, and we wanted him to be a badass. The first iteration of him really had him as Deathstroke. We said, well, Jaguar Woman should cut his face. And then we would get to Two-Face. So he's a combination of Deathstroke and Two-Face. Once he does get scarred, his face actually matches the person inside.
You wretched bastard.
We just weren't going to make a Catwoman. So Aztec civilization, what do they worship? The Jaguar. So Jaguar Woman. She's a Robin Hood figure. She's robbing from the rich to help the poor, unlike our Catwoman, who is in it for herself. Juan Pablo, as Azrael, has that God is with me type thing.
Do you want blood? I shall give you blood.
One of the designers put him in that getup to kind of differentiate him from the other henchmen. It just came together, make him a badass and very religious. One of my favorites is Poison Ivy. Only we have Forest Ivy here, and she is an avatar of the jungle. She is the jungle god. The character design on that, it just looks fantastic.
Was it a vision?
We wanted Alfred to be the exact opposite of the stuffy British, very capable manservant. He's a little pudgy, but he's also a badass. Serves the same purpose, a helper to Batman, someone who picks him up when he's down.
I'll go get the weapons ready.
Make the throne yours.
We wanted you to see the psychological break that made this person the Joker, which isn't really done a lot. We just know that this person, he had a bad day or he fell into a vat of acid. In ours, it is very much the origin of this Aztec version of the Joker. That's one of the strongest parts of this movie.
Fire!
Uali. We settled on a name that meant night or dark. Juan Mazaleon, the director, talked with the expert, and the body types of the indigenous Aztec people were nothing like we are today. Uali would be this once-in-a-generation person. He needs to be the greatest warrior to take on Cortez. And one of the things that Cortez shows him is Leonardo da Vinci's codexes. We thought that Uali, he had a mind where he could see a picture and transform them into his own versions.
There's a certain texture and quality to the characters themselves, the imagery, the color palette. You're trying to build this truth. This is the collective vision. It's so cool.
This great authenticity was put there by all of the great crew from Anima, and especially Juan Mazaleon, the director.